Welcome to Brett Ridgway's Learning for Life. This is Lesson 1, Part 1, and we're starting. I've asked my patrons what direction they wanted to go, and my patrons have spoken. And they wanted to do a review or start over with another tune of starting a tune from scratch. So it will be labeled different. We're going to be using the tune, and when we say part 1, we're going to say what we're going to be learning in that particular lesson. And we're going to actually start with something new. So not only are we going to start a tune from scratch, we're going to add some things we've not previously added. And I think this will be a big help and a big blessing. And this will probably actually finish off the next 2 months worth of lessons with everything that we are going to cover. The tune that we're going to be using is She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain. It does fit in the genre of what is played at jams, not necessarily as common as some songs, but because everyone knows it, it is a great help to learn how to do some of the things that we'll be doing. And again, that is going to start today. So we're going to jump right in. And I'm going to have you do something I've not really had you do in a tune, although I had you do it in earlier lessons. And if you're just joining us and this is new, this is something you'll need to learn. If this is something that you're already familiar with, you'll still have some work here to do. So before we do the tune, what I want you to do is learn your scale. Now, most of us know our scale up the fretboard. I want to go across the fretboard from the bass string. So we're starting here on this open D on the bass string. Open, 1, 2, 3. Now you could go all the way up, but open, 1, 2, 3. When you come to 4, that is the same as the middle string open. So instead of hitting 4 on the bass string, I want you to go to the middle string open. And then 1, 2. So the middle string is open, 1, 2. And then we have to go up another note. We can play 3 on the middle string, or you could play the melody string open. So to play across, I want you to play open, 1, 2, 3, open on the middle, 1, 2, open, and then continue up your fretboard, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5, 7. So one thing I want you to get familiar with is playing this scale. And the way I'm picking that, if you're doing it slow, you could go out, 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 out. What I want you to eventually do is start playing it faster. So I want you to play out, back, out, back, out, back. So we're going from a lower note to a higher note, to a higher note, to a higher note, to a higher note, etc. After you can play it forward, I want you to play it backward. And I want you to be able to play that forward and backward at a half decent speed. I don't want you to think about numbers. I want you to think about the tone, whether the note's going up or whether it's going down. In other words, if you closed your eyes, could you hear if that note goes up or if it goes down? So the very first thing I want you to do in this lesson, and I'm going to teach you the song, but before I teach you the song, I want you to do this. And I could actually make this the whole lesson, but I'm not going to. We're going to start on the middle string open. Now, if you were singing the tune, da, 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 the notes go up, da, da, da. So we're going to start open, da, the notes got to go up, da, 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 da. So you could tell that's not reaching it, da, 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 da. So you have to go down to catch this note. So we have to go higher, da, da, da. Now, one of the things we talked about is this note here. The middle string of 3 is the same as the melody string open. Da, 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 da. Where does the note go from there? I want you to sing it. Da, 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 da. So it stays in the same place. Da, 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 da. So it's going to go down. Da, 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 da. Now, we know it's not here because that's the same. This 3 is the same as open. So let's just try to go to 2. Dun, 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 dun. So we know that's not right. Dun, 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 dun. So we did 2. Let's go to open because that's going down the scale. Da, 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 da. We know that's not right. So if we were playing down the scale, and normally we wouldn't have gone to open, we'd have gone to 1. So let's try that. Da, 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 da. So we're going lower. Dun. Now we have to go up. Dun. Let's just try 2. Dun. That's not right. Dun. There it is. So we're playing open 1 on the middle, melody open, 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 middle 1, O, O, 1, melody open. Notice my pick direction. Out, 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 back, open, op, back, out. And then you could come back if you want, or you could go out. Either way, it's fine. So there's your first verse. So what I want you to do is stop right now. Don't go any farther. Stop the recording. And I want you to figure out the second verse. Now, I'm going to give you the first note. Right there. Melody string open. Dun, dun. It's going up. Dun. So the next note up from open is 1. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's, if you hum it, sing it, you're going to know it goes up. I'm not going to give you any more right now. What I want you to do is try to figure it out by ear. A lot of times people will say to me, I'm not seeing your fingers, or I can't see this. And that's something I need to work on and make sure that everyone can see clearly. But the problem with that is you're playing with your eyes and not hearing the notes. You're just looking at the tab, or you're imitating what I'm doing without actually hearing what the note sounds like. So it's not going to be easy, maybe. You want to take some practice. You want to work on that, and you want to figure out the tune. So I need you to stop right now. Don't go any farther, and I want you to figure out the melody to She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain. You got the first verse. Go over that again, and then try to do the second verse, and we will see you in a little bit. And I will actually teach you the tune for those who can't do this, but please give it a try. So here's what we have so far. I hope you tried it. I hope it worked. If it didn't, we're going to try it another time with another song, because this is something you can do. So I really want you to make sure you gave that a good try. But here's what we have. And here's that second verse. Open, da, 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 da. It's going to go up. Dun. Now it's going to go down. Dun, dun, dun. It's going to go up. Dun. So again. Ba da 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 da. Okay. Here's your next verse. Make sure these are all memorized. Dun dun dun. 4 3 2 2 2 1. Open open open. Again. 4 3 2 2 2 1. Open, open, open. So from the beginning. So we're going to cover that. Let's again go from the beginning, and we'll stop at the appropriate time to teach you that part. Four, three, two, 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 one. Open, open, open. Middle string at 1. Now, our next note can be found either here on the middle string at 3, or I'm sorry, at 4. So let's do that again. Not at 3, at 4. So 4. Now, where's 4? Over here. If 3 is open, then 4 is going to be fretted at the first fret. And what I'm going to do is just lay my finger down. I'm just borrowing that sort of. That's not something I would normally do, but that's what I'm doing. Then lift it up and play that melody again. One more time. And I'm bending my fingers way back. And then your last phrase, open, open. Melody string open. 2, 1, open. Middle string at 2. And then the melody. So from the beginning, very, very slowly. So that's what I want you to work on for this week. Next week, we're going to add the chords to this. We're going to show you the backup, but we're going to add the chords to the melody. So one of the things you might want to work on this week is simply to take different tunes. Mary Had a Little Lamb. And figure that tune out. Vera Jacques, figure that tune out. And start listening. Instead of thinking as these as 1, 2, 3, which is how we do refer to them, think of the tones, whether those tones go up or whether they go down. So as a review, play the scale forward, then play it backward. Then I touch the first phrase. You want to try to figure out the rest of the tune. Spend some time on that. Don't rush through that. Spend some time. That's very, very important that you at least try that you try to develop that, and then memorize the tune and try to have that memorized for next week or for our next lesson. And we will see you then. I do want to thank my patrons for making these lessons possible. I could not do it without their help. It's only because of their giving, their support of this program, of their own learning process, that I can continue to do these lessons. So thank you, patrons. And to anyone who might consider becoming a patron, your help is greatly, greatly appreciated, and it is needed. So thank you so much, patrons. Thank you to those who are sharing. I do hope these lessons are a help and a blessing to all of you. We will see you very, very soon.